Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video we're going to get a high-level overview of how we're going to add the rating system to our Yelp clone website. And then in the following videos we're going to kind of delve in and handle each of these steps step by step. So here's the basic idea of what's going to happen whenever a user tries to vote on something. First they're going to click on a button to either vote up or vote down. This button will send a post request using front-end JavaScript to our backend. Our backend is going to handle that at a /vote route. It's actually going to be /comics/vote, but anyway, and it's going to handle this request. The logic for handling this request is in here. It's going to check if the user's already voted. If they've not already voted, just add them to the appropriate vote array. If they have voted, check if their past vote is the same, and then if it's yes, assume they want to cancel it. If no, assume they want to change it. So to give you an example, let's say that a user clicks up. They want to upvote. So we're going to check if they've already voted. They have not, so we're going to add them to the upvote array. Then let's say they click it again. They click up again. Well, we're going to check if they've already voted. Yes, they have. So we're coming down here. We're going to check if their vote's the same. Is it the same? Yes, it is. So we're going to assume they want to just cancel that. So instead of adding an upvote, we just want it to bring it back to neutral. So instead of +1, it's going to just go back to 0. But if they click downvote and they've already clicked upvote previously, then we're going to say, hey, they accidentally clicked on the wrong one. They really wanted to downvote it. So we're going to remove them from the upvotes and add them to the downvotes, basically. And then after handling this logic, we're going to update the UI on the page to show the vote. We're going to do that in two ways. First, we're going to change the score. So when they click upvote, the score will increment by 1. If they click downvote, the score will decrement by 1. And we're also going to highlight the vote button to kind of make it show that, hey, you've already voted on this. So that's the high-level overview of the tasks and the functionality, and now let's kind of break it down into the actual steps we have to take to do this. First, we're going to have to update the comic model, and the reason we're going to have to do that is we're going to have to add tracking. We're going to have to add vote tracking. There's a variety of different ways we could do this. I'm going to show you one way to do it, but this is not the only way, and honestly, it's not the best way in a larger application. It's just the easiest way, and we'll get to that in one of the next videos. We're also going to have to update our comic create route to incorporate this new information into the model. Then we're going to update the UI on our comics show page. And all this is going to do at first is just show the score of the comic and then have buttons to vote it up or down. We're going to create a basic /comics/vote route. That's all. At first, all it's going to do is just respond, hey, you voted. But eventually, it's going to handle all of this logic. We're going to add some front-end JavaScript to send the vote request, and we're going to use fetch for this. If you remember fetch from our previous videos, it allows us to make HTTP requests inside of vanilla JavaScript, and we're going to be sending these asynchronously. And then we're going to update the vote logic, that should be logic, not logit, to properly, man, I just borked that up. Anyway, we're going to update the vote logic to properly handle votes and respond with some JSON data. And then finally, we're going to use this responded JSON data to update the UI in the page. So those are the steps that we're going to take over the next several videos, and by the time it is done, we are going to have a upvote, downvote system that is persistent, that allows our users to rate all of the items that we have inside of our application. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be happy to help. Thanks.